Hi, my name is Matt Parker. I wrote the book called Humble Pie, a comedy of maths errors. And my idea was that if I wrote an entertaining book about maths mistakes, that would be a way to engage more people in how amazing mathematics is and how important it is to our modern world. And thankfully, it worked. This was the first maths book to ever be a #1 bestseller in the UK. However, my background, as well as being a maths teacher, was also in stand-up. And so I turned Humble Pie the book into Humble Pie the stand-up show. And same premise, tell stories about maths going wrong. People will come along, learn some maths. That worked as well. I had a run at the Edinburgh Fringe. And now I had a medium-sized room because obviously people are skeptical that I'm going to fill a big room with people to see a maths comedy event. However, I totally sold out the room every single night for 23 nights. The whole Edinburgh Festival Fringe was a sellout success. And then I did a UK tour afterwards. And I was so excited because the book now, anyone in the world can get this. There's all sorts of translations and teachers use it. It's a fantastic resource. I'm so proud of it. I was really looking forward to committing the stand-up version of Humble Pie to ones and zeros, so people could also enjoy that anywhere in the world, because not everyone can get to a live show. Then the pandemic happened, so that got put on hold. Now, the traditional way I would film a stand-up special, which is what I've done with Festival of the Spoken Nerd previously, is you have your tour, you sell lots of tickets, you save that money up, you then have a few nights at the end in a big venue. And traditionally, we've used the Bloomsbury Theatre in London, but we have used other theatres as well. You sell a few nights there, and all that money you then spend on getting some cameras and crew and people in to make it. I can't do that anymore. That was the original plan. I had it booked in for April 2020. Now, I've rebooked just the filming on the 21st of April 2022, and I've booked in some warm-up dates. And that could just be the end of the tour. It could just be me doing a few last shows, and that's it. But I desperately want to film this thing and, have it available. Otherwise it just disappears. You perform it the last time and it's all over, and it's no longer available for people to enjoy. So, to be able to pay for all the many talented and fantastic people I would work with to turn this into a film, I need your help. I need you to kickstart this project, because it's basically glorified pre-orders. If you give me your money now, as well as some extra perks, it means I can actually film this and turn it into a product that I will be very proud of. I assume you all got the investors packs that I sent around. I've kind of worked out the rough details of how this is going to go down. So now, first of all, the amount of money I get will impact how well I'm able to film the show. And I've penciled in a single camera operator and 3 cameras. So 2 of them will just be like stationary locked off shots. There'd be 1 person with a camera like following me around on stage. I'll have a single sound guy and a basic edit. If we hit the Kickstarter amount, I phone them up and say, it's happening. And they've already got it in their diaries. They show up, they film the show. We can release a basic edit afterwards. As we get more and more funding, I've got more and more people waiting. So I've actually got all 3 camera ops penciled in. And if we get the first stretch goal, I get another person, second stretch goal, another person. Then I start doing things like putting better lenses on those cameras, having better cameras. If we hit the second stretch goal, I can bring in a director of photography to make it look nice, a director to make it, what does a director do? I'm going to save some money. I'll take them off the list. I don't know why I'm wasting money on someone to tell me how to do my job. Forget that. Oh, I do have a mini jib. So that's like one of these little cranes. You put a camera on the end of it and you get these sweeping shots. So much fun. We had one for the, it was just for Graphs DVD recording for Festival of the Spoken Nerd. If, however, we hit the top goal, I have penciled in a full-on crane and crane operator. I can then do a proper color grade of it afterwards. I can get the sound mastered. I've in the budget here, I've got an allowance for both bells and whistles. So I'm pretty excited about that. So basically, the more money you give me, the better I can film this and the better the final release will be. In exchange, you get some combination of credit and copies. So at the very base level, the 3 factorial level, because it's 6 or more factorials, I'm going to get so many emails saying, what's the exclamation mark? Where's level 1 and 2? I'm like, no, it's level 3 factorial. Anyway, if you're on level 3 factorial, you give me £6 or more, then on the set, I have a arcade machine, which I use. I get someone from the audience and I play Pac-Man live during the show because it crashes. We finish the 255th level and then watch it crash when it goes to 256. It's glorious. But I can program people's names to appear on that. So I'm going to take a photo of me actually going to do this. Me giving you a thumbs up to say thanks next to your name on the arcade. And I'll put maybe the Pac turn in the background as well. It'll be me on the set at the Bloomsbury. And I'm going to do that for every single person who supports it. And at the base level, I'll also send you a free download of the show afterwards. The next tier up, very excited about, level 4 factorial. So I'm not making DVDs. No one wants to buy them anymore, but they're not quite retro cool yet, are they? So I'm going to make USB sticks. They're going to look like the illustration. We'll bring it up on the screen now. Obviously, they're not made yet because you've got to film it and then they make them and copy the film on at the same time. It's a picture of me and my head comes off to reveal the USB stick. My head is the cap. I think it's hilarious. I'm going to make 2 to the power of 10 of those, and I'm going to individually 1,024. I'll individually hand number them, sign them. They'll have a copy of the show on them. I'm not making more than 1,024 of them. Limited edition. They will go to people who are on the next layer up. I have got a version of that tier where you just don't get the USB stick because some people may not want me to, waste posting them a thing they don't want. So you can opt out of that. So only people who do want those limited edition ones. And then and your name goes in the credits at that point. So at the end of the video, all the credits will scroll by. You better pause it and be like, invite people over. There's my name. I made this show happen. And then I put on executive producer just because I thought that's kind of funny. I'm going to have a much more limited. I'm going to do a glitched version of the USB stick, which I think is very funny. And at the end of the show, so there's a laser. Oh, I meant lasers, yeah. More funding, more lasers. So my friend Seb Lee Delisle, who I've done videos with, is supplying the lasers for the show. When it was in Edinburgh and when I toured it, I had a single laser. We're thinking 2 lasers maybe for the filming. But again, more funding, I'll get a better screen, I'll get a better projector, I'll get more and better lasers. Oh, I'm so excited. I laser the credits at the end of the show. If you're an executive producer, I will laser your name. Like during the actual recording, people in the audience, I'll laser your name up. You're at the beginning of the credits as an exec producer, and I'm pretty sure people don't become exec producers by just providing funding. What kind of a terrible sellout of the notion of a producer is that? So if you're an exec producer, I will send you early edits of the video. So you can send me edit notes that I will then ignore. Much like the director. So there you are. So that's the plan. I'm so excited to be able to film this, and it's amazing that I have people who support everything that I do, because without your support, this sort of thing simply wouldn't be viable. There's no one else who's going to produce this for me. I haven't got another way to fund it in terms of ticket sales and the like, and so I feel like this is the perfect, this is the synergy. This is the business synergy. You support the Kickstarter. I make an amazing stand-up special, and we get more people more excited about mathematics. Let's do it.